So I just got out of Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and there was a surprisingly low amount of carnage. I didn't know if this was going to be rated R going into it, but it was a pretty obnoxious PG-13 as far as like cutaways and like pulling away from big action moments or a lot of gore, and I felt like violence. It was, you'd think it would be like insinuating in the name, like, oh, this is going to be like absolutely horrific, malevolent carnage, at least for some moments. So that was interesting that it didn't have that. But I think up until the last like 45 seconds of the movie, I think the first hour and a half was really pretty disinteresting and a bit insincere. I felt like there wasn't enough identity carried through this movie, and certainly there was none carried over from the first try at making this movie. So already on shaky grounds, and going into this one, I felt like it wasn't the make or break, because we're not kidding ourselves. We know, I think the general public knows like where this all is trying to lead, as like referenced in the last 45 seconds. But it's a shame that the first hour and a half couldn't be more like the last 45 seconds. For some reason, the Venom design still is like really weird looking and really gooey, and obviously they're leaning away from the surrealism of trying to make it like a Thanos of it's an alien and it's also got humanistic qualities, so we're going to texture it and color it and light it how it makes sense in the viewer's mind. But it feels like they just totally gave up on Venom, and I guess like the world around him with the other symbiotes or symbiotes. Exactly. And even from the first movie to this one, to see another villain symbiote. Now, granted, it was Carnage, so that was something to be like, oh, I wonder what that's going to be like, or like what the origin story is. But I felt like there was really something severely untapped that wasn't like, I think they were flirting with it in like the first 5 minutes of like this really interesting, like without being meta, I feel like they could have done a better job of doing the serial killer murder mystery drama aspect of it, and they like just totally gave up on that. And so after those first 5 minutes, when I realized what was going on, it was hard to enjoy it. This wasn't even one where it was you could laugh at it, because you're thinking there's no way that they take themselves seriously, or that they're doing this on purpose. But the entire movie is just like over the top enough. And some moments you're thinking they absolutely tried to take this seriously, and it's kind of a shame to see like what's become of it. Anywho, pretty slow first hour and a half, but man, those last 45 seconds, once the credits roll and then they stop, I don't know why they put the credits in the middle of the movie and like the great finale of the 45 seconds. I think more movies should start doing that. That's an excellent idea to kind of break that up into a teaser. But man, if you were to just take the credits out and keep that plastered on right at the end of the movie, greatest 45 seconds ending of probably any Sony movie at this point. And you know what? That's somewhat interesting. So yeah, that whole talk about, oh, have like, what was it, like 8 light years or something, or millennia of hive knowledge, and I'm gonna share with you like the stories or what I've seen, and you think it's gonna be like this kind of at least interesting or grandiose or deep information or like groundbreaking revelation, and then it has like a shudder in the timeline or in their universe, and he wakes up in someone else's resort room. So who knows where that's going to go. But props to Andy Serkis and Tom Hardy on the last 45 seconds. You guys killed it. And that's pretty much all that I could even muster up to say about this right now, walking out of the theater. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.